Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I have a fun video in store for you today. I have a whole face full of makeup that is $5 and under. I'm testing out a new eyeshadow palette from Hard Candy. The brand itself is new to me, so if you'd like to hear my thoughts, if you'd like to see what I recommend to put this face together for $5 or less per item, then just keep watching. I am excited to get into this. I did jump ahead a teensy bit, and what I have already done in the interest of time was use my Essence brow soap. Very much enjoying this. And I also put on my Wet n Wild micro brow pencil. I primed my eyes with a little Incognito concealer, and I put a little bit of face primer on. This is my Essence My Skin Perfector. I find it amazing that this is one of my favorite primers, and it's less than $5. Whoop. I do have a new product to play with from Hard Candy. Yay, they came out with some new 4-pan eyeshadow palettes, and I'd like to compare them to the Essence. I'm going to start with the eyes. Now this, a little bit of a bone to pick with you, Walmart. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Hard Candy. I got a glitterazzi lip color from my Walmart beauty box that I thought was okay. It was very, very hot pink, so I ended up giving it to my mother and she loves it. But I've been interested in some Hard Candy products. I know that one of the primers that they had went really viral. I know a couple of the creators that I watch have been saying how much they've been improving their eyeshadow palettes. Well, when I went to Walmart yesterday, I wanted to pick up some stuff, including this brand new eyeshadow palette, and it was hard because there were at least 5 different variations. It says pure monochrome shadows, and I will pop up swatches here for you, but it's very cool toned in shade, which I like. But I couldn't find anything else at the Walmart. Then I came home and tried to look it up online. It was very difficult to find, so let me know in the comments what Hard Candy products you have that you like, and I will keep on the lookout. But I thought that this palette reminded me a lot of my Essence I Like to Mauve It palette. So I do have some comparison swatches that I will post a picture of for you. And if I'm being completely honest, the swatches from the Essence seemed better than the Hard Candy. So I am a little bit concerned, but I'm going to give it its best shot. I will go in with my Unit 309 brush, which is like a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to go right into this matte shade that's a little bit lighter, and this is what I'm going to use in my crease. So first swipe, it is showing up. It looks pretty. It looks soft. It's blending. This is good. And these, everything that I'm going to show you today should be $5 and under, so that's exciting because I've got some good things here. So soft and pretty, which is exactly what I believe this palette is going for. Pretty mauve tones. I feel like this eye is a little lighter in shade. Let's build that up a little bit. Now, when I was swatching, this lighter shimmer looked a little wimpier than this deeper shimmer. So I think what I'll do is I'll go in with the deeper shimmer, and maybe I'll use that lighter shimmer as a topper. Or maybe I'll try to wet my finger. We'll see what happens. This is very pretty for more of a smoky eye kind of look. It's a nice mauve, gray, purple. But we're gonna go further, of course. I'm gonna go into this lighter shimmer, and let's see it does add. It adds a little dimension there. Going into that lighter shimmer again, and just looking to brighten that inner corner as I always do. The inner third of my lid, I like to be lighter. Let's go underneath. This is my Luna Magic, I believe from Boxycharm. I'm gonna go again into that lighter matte, and I'm gonna start there and just build it. Then I'm gonna just jump into that deeper matte and start on the outside and then bring it in. So I want most of the color deposited out there. Actually, this is my first time in this shadow. It's pretty. I'm gonna deepen my outer corner with it as well. I'm gonna go in with my Profusion ES6, and I'm gonna go back into that deeper shade. And I'm just gonna deepen that outer corner very carefully. I'm just gonna sort of pat it on and then push it up. Just deepen in that outer V. It looks pretty good. Going back into that original crease shade and into that lighter matte, and just using it to very lightly blend out the edges where that deeper color was, just so that we get a proper fade. Good. Let's continue with the eyes. I grabbed my Essence Extreme Lasting pencil. Love it. Just gonna put this in the upper and lower waterline. I've been liking to get a little sloppy on my lower waterline and smudging it out. Gives like a smokier, I think softer look. Then of course, my Essence Lash Princess liner. Going up towards my eyebrow, the edge of my eyebrow, and then just swooping back in. And I will take concealer and clean up those edges when we get to that part, which might be now. Now, I'm gonna put mascara on next. Gonna use my Wet n Wild eyelash curler. This is $4.99 Essence Lash Princess mascara. I'm gonna throw on a couple coats and I'll be right back. Fantastic mascara. I'm just a little bit nervous because I put it on my bottom lashes. It's my only beef with this mascara, is sometimes it does run on my lower lashes. That's why I normally put a tubing mascara underneath, but the one that I have is way more than $5. Stay tuned though. Make sure that you are subscribed, because I just picked one up from L'Oreal that was recommended by another creator that she swears is the best tubing mascara. So I picked it up. I just decided not to use it in this video because I wanted to keep it very affordable. And not everybody has troubles with mascara on the bottom, but stay tuned. Maybe I'll do like favorites from L'Oreal. And for the face, I thought I would use a little bit of my Believe Beauty foundation. I grabbed a couple Believe Beauty items today because I have not used it in a while. And it actually reminds me, my new LYS foundation reminds me a lot of this one. I think the LYS might wear a little bit longer, but this one really does a great job. If you're not familiar with Believe Beauty, they are from Dollar General, and everything is $5 or less. The shade that I have here is Buff. Just gonna tap this into the skin. It is super lightweight, which I like. It is a natural finish, which I like better than dewy. I'd rather take natural over dewy. And of course, matte is my favorite. It's often hard to find a matte foundation that isn't really thick. That's what I'm finding out. And I do not like a thick foundation. It's a good shade match for me, I think. Very natural, smooth, That primer helped as well. For concealer, I feel like my under eyes are quite a bit dark today, so I grabbed this LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer that was all the rage a few years back, and I have had this for a while. This is in the shade Classic Ivory, and it is under $5, but I do not use this. Do you see how peach that is? That is, I still have foundation. Look how peach that is on my hand. I've been using this as a, so you see how little foundation I needed. It really, really goes a long way. But that concealer I have been using more as a color corrector, so that's what I'm going to do today. I definitely can see a difference under my eyes using that. I'm going to give that a minute to set, and then I'm going to go in with my Incognito concealer from Wet n Wild. Cheated and used my handy fan to get it a little bit more set, and now I'm going to go in with my Incognito concealer, same that I used to prime my eyes. And this, I'm probably going to say this has become my favorite drugstore concealer. I am enjoying this even more than my e.l.f. because it is a little bit less drying. I think that looks good. I'm going to tap it in with my finger just to make sure it is one with the skin. And then to set that, I grabbed my e.l.f. finishing powder. I like this powder for under my eyes. I do not like it for the rest of my face, but I would say if you have normal to dry skin, you would like this. Just gonna set under my eyes, which it does make it a little bit deeper. I'm using my puff, but definitely smoother. I'm going to grab my Essence All About Matte. This is a matte setting powder. I have been very much enjoying it. I do use it with a lighter hand with a puff because they are not kidding when they say matte. This is the most mattifying powder I think that I own that is from the drugstore that doesn't look terrible. I have a couple high-end matte powders that I enjoy, but this one has quickly become a favorite. Nice and smooth, and I'm going to leave that little bit of natural glow on the edges of my face, and so inexpensive. If you have trouble with shine, I highly recommend that. Just don't go in too heavy. All right, for bronzer, I grabbed this one from Believe. I've been enjoying this one and the Flower Beauty one to set my cream bronzer. I'm skipping cream bronzer today, but I like this one because it's very cool tone, so it's a little more contoury. That just seems to be what I'm drawn to. It's called Toasted Bronze, and it is a little on the pigmented side, so I'm light-handed with this. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not super matte, but it doesn't make me, it's not too sheeny. If I have a sheen, I like it just to be a little bit. It seems to make the skin look a little healthier. Do you see that? It's pretty, and a little bit goes a long way. And like I said, it's $5, $4, I don't know, very inexpensive at Dollar General. If you have a Dollar General near you, for sure go in and check out the Believe Beauty kiosk. I can call this the sloppy contour. Let's go into some highlights, some good old Wet n Wild highlight. This is the Mega Glow, and the shade that I have is Blossom Glow. It is just a pretty light pink highlight that is falling apart, and I still use it. There's a big pan showing in it, and it's beautiful. For blush, I grabbed this J-Cat blush that I so enjoy. This is the Blush Mallow. I picked this one up in, this one is Sweet and Chic, and I also have a peachy looking one. I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. Putty Primer brush and go in. I love the consistency of this blush because it is not crazy pigmented. You guys have seen me how many times go to put blush on my face here, and it just goes everywhere. This one, it just seems like the right amount goes on the brush, even if you're heavy-handed like me. And even though it is a cream blush, it dries down It's just a really interesting consistency. It dries down to a matte almost immediately, but still looks super soft and smooth on the cheeks. And we're just looking healthy and flushed, and I love it. For lips, you know I'm obsessed with my Morphe Lip Liners, and they are $6. So I wanted to be appropriate to this video, and I grabbed my LA Girl lip pencil. This is a good pencil. It's just not quite as creamy as my Sweet Tea or my Makeup Talk, but this one is in the shade Cafe. Okay, lips are lined, and for my lip color I grabbed this one, which is from LA Colors, not to be confused with LA Girl. LA Colors, I got this in my Shop Miss A haul, but you can also find LA Colors at, I believe, at some Walmarts. I also know that they are sold at Dollar General. I'm just in love with this color, and the shade that this one is Brown Sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and blot a little bit of this off, and then if you wanted a little bit of shimmer, I do not have a super inexpensive gloss to recommend to you. It's under $5. So my suggestion would be to take your highlight and just dab a little bit on the lips, and it gives a little bit of a shimmer without the stick. I like that. This is the completed look. I hope that you had some fun with me. I hope that you found some items that are quality items for $5 or less. You do not have to break the bank to get some beautiful makeup. Sometimes I need to remind myself of that. I really do enjoy the eye look that I created. I think it is beautiful. I see taupe, I see purple, I see gray, I see all those colors. It feels very romantic, and I do like it a lot. I had no issue with the shimmers. The only shade that disappointed me a little bit was this lightest shimmer, and really it's just personal preference. I like a little more pop to my shimmer. The deeper one definitely had more pop. For $3.99, I definitely recommend go find a color combination that excites you. Maybe you're more into the blues. I could have easily grabbed the oranges or the browns, and if you want me to test out another one, I'm happy to do so. Don't forget to comment your favorite hard candy items in the comment section. I would love to find out what type of goodies that are worth trying from hard candy. Everything else I know, I love, I recommend, and it was just fun to sit here and play makeup with you today. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. I would love it. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And of course, leave me a comment. I love to chat with you in the comment section. I upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.